Hey everyone, and welcome to the start of another video. This is part of my Tokyo Diaries vlog series. If you are here because you are interested in vintage pre-loved designer goods, keep watching because I take you to some of the hottest places on Cat Street in Tokyo. There are some amazing deals to be had, but there are also some tourist hotspots which charge a lot of money because they are very touristy, and I would recommend you don't go to those places or spend your money there. So if you want to see what's new, see what's out there, keep watching. Hi everyone, welcome to the start of another vlog. This is not an advert for Cole Haan, just to let you know. I'm just stood here because otherwise I've got lots of people behind me, and you know I don't really like getting faces in. But what we're going to be doing today, we are doing some more lifestyle days out in Tokyo. That's where we are at the moment. I've got to show you what I just bought. Yes, I bought Miffy the rabbit. I'm obsessed with Hello Kitty and Miffy, and I just saw this and I was like, I absolutely have to get it. And I need to say a huge shout out to Helen and Amanda. I just met you both in the toy shop, and I just want to thank you both so much for coming over and saying hi. It was really nice meeting you both. We had a good chat and I appreciate it, and I hope that you really enjoy the rest of your trip. But what we're going to be doing after this, we're going to be doing some more shopping. Yes, of course. And we're on a street. Well, David and I are hoping we're on the right street. Are we on the right street? It's called Cat Street. So far, I haven't seen that much, apart from that shop behind me, which we won't go in. But as we keep going, someone's going to be like, I'm going to report this video because of the lady wearing a bra and underpants. But anyway, let's keep going. Haven't seen anything so far, although it looks like it's just getting going down here, everyone. As we're walking down Cat Street, so in Tokyo, I've noticed you've got the shops on the bottom that go along, obviously, like we used to, but you've got to look up. And I'm sorry about that noise. There is a helicopter that keeps going around and I don't know what's going on. Where is it? Can't see it. Is it there? No. Anyway, look, we've seen this shop up here, Kindal, and it looks like it's pre-loved. It's got Chanel, Hermes, it's got Gucci and some Celine. And I'm going to head up those stairs because I think that's how you get to it. It's also tax-free, so let's go and check it out. Let's go in. Kindal was really good when it came to their selection of vintage pieces, actually, particularly Louis Vuitton. I noticed that they had a really big selection of pieces from the year 2000s, like the early 2000s. They also had Chanel as well, and a lot of the mini backpacks, as well as I forget the name of it. What's the name of that bag that looks like a little sack? They had quite a few of those, as well as classic flaps. But one of the things that I was most impressed by was their selection of ready-to-wear. They had, I don't know whether I show it in a second actually, but they had a whole rail just of Chanel jumpers. This is it. Dior t-shirts, and they were heavily discounted prices. I'm just going to show you some here. So some of them were like up to 50% off, and the prices were really, really good. So all in all, I think this shop was good, but I found that compared to some other vintage stores in the area but not down Cat Street, I found that some of those stores were more competitively priced. This one was like a little bit on the expensive side, but still really worth you having a look. And indeed, if you don't mind spending that little bit extra to get something really special, to get something really unique, to get something that you can't necessarily find elsewhere, then I do think Kindal is worth you trying. Plus as well, they were so nice in there. They were so nice in there, so I would definitely recommend. Can you see those two helicopters up there? They're still buzzing around, and we've been in that shop for quite a while. I don't know what's going on there, but just moving down slightly, we found this other shop called Slow, and it's a pre-loved vintage shop. Now, I don't think that this does designer. I think this is more like just regular clothing. But do you want to go and should we check it out? Let's go and check it out. That's true. David just said, because this is the stairs to get up. And David just said, I don't think they actually do designer stuff, because otherwise it would have had those brands written in the window, but we'll go and check it out anyway. This is a really quirky store. So this is Slow that you saw just a second ago when we were on the street and I showed the shop front. In Tokyo, a lot of the shops are
above other shops, and you have to go up little stairways that you wouldn't think you'd be going up to get to a store, but you go up these little staircases out in the street, like round the corner of buildings, and you're in another store. It's like, it's so amazing. But when we got in there, the smell was quite strong. It was quite overpowering in there, but then a lot of pre-loved stores are. I fell in love with this suit, only it was really expensive. To be fair, it is from Saint Laurent, but it was really pricey. And the skirt was separate as well. It didn't come as a set, so you had to buy the two things separately, but still really nice. Definitely worth it, but not designer goods in this store, not really designer goods, more like generally vintage.
Everyone has been telling me that I need to go into Ragtag, used select shop, and these are some of the brands that they've got in there. And one thing I like is it doesn't smell in here. You know, you get that with secondhand shops. You walk in and it smells like must. This smells fresh and new, so we'll try.
Ragtag, I would describe as being quite Gen Z. I would describe it as that, Gen Z sort of millennial. The brands that they had in there were really cool brands. There were a lot of offers on as well, like 10% extra offers on, like to discount the prices. There were bags in there, but I felt that it was more ready to wear heavy. So some of the bags they had, I found this Fendi bag. They also had a couple of Chanel bags, although the bags we saw on the day weren't in the best condition, not compared to some other pre-loved stores we've been into. So like this one, for example, this worked out at the time with the exchange rate of £450, which is that good for this bag? I feel like it's quite good, but look at it, it wasn't in the best condition. Whereas you can go down the street and pick one up for 500, so £50 more, and it looks pretty much new. I did see this though, it looks like a Lego bag, doesn't it? From Chanel. So yeah, Ragtag was really good. Didn't smelled really clean in there. The clothes smelled great. Definitely worth a visit.
That was Ragtag, which is just still next to me. And my sort of thoughts on it were that what I liked about it is it's pre-loved and it didn't smell in there at all. Like some of these pre-loved shops we're going into, they kind of stink, some of them, which is off-putting. But what I would say is I'm finding Cat Street to be really expensive for what people are selling. I'm looking at prices and I'm like, no. Like that Louis Vuitton bag I just looked at is not, the price isn't offensive, but compared to, I've seen that exact bag in other pre-loved vintage stores around Tokyo and it's been a lot less money than that. So if I was going to go and buy it, it wouldn't be from here. It would be from from like one of the other stores. As we were walking along, I know I look like I'm sat in a concrete garage somewhere. We're actually in a restaurant, and I'll show you the restaurant in a second. I'll do a quick pan round because it's quite rustic, it's quite cool in here. And I would say Cat Street to me feels like a combination of Camden in London crossed with Brighton. That kind of edgy, like cool vibe is how it feels down here, but I do think it's quite over expensive. Like, I do think these places are charging a lot. The food has now arrived and it looks and smells incredible, I will say. And also, look at this, everyone. We've got a selection of hot sauces and I'm going to go voodoo hot. Do we think this really is going to be hot though? Let's try some on the side. Let's try. Wow, that is hot. Try some. I like it though. Tastes like ketchup, that's the only problem. Don't really love ketchup. But it is hot. Anyway, guys, we're going to eat this. I went for the cheeseburger and I put some bacon in it. David's got the same thing. We got some fries and I'm actually looking forward to eating this. I haven't had a burger in what feels like ages. You're the same. It's been a long time. But we've just walked up the street a little bit more and we found another vintage shop, which is just behind me. Don't know if we can film in there, but we're going to see because they've got some really good stuff in the window. And, I really want to see how much things are as well. So let's go. This pink Birkin 25. I don't know what that leather is. Someone's going to know. But how gorgeous is that? And the little Kelly. Really nice. Oh, what have they got? They've got so much good stuff. Look at that tiny Chanel backpack. So that bag down there, guys, we've just worked out, David did the maths, he's worked out that it's a little bit cheaper in here actually than in the other shop. So I'm going to have to think quite carefully about that. But look what they've got. Who remembers this? I had this bag. Remember I had this and I sold it, the peppermint green.
Maybe that is yours.
It actually could be mine. You never know. Funnier things have happened. But also, look at this heart shape. Chanel, very nice. Got like a mini Lady Dior here as well. Like a teeny tiny one. Look how small it is. It's tiny.
It's tiny.
Got some nice things. Really nice things. How much is this?
573.
573. Interesting. It's nice. This is 545.
I'm right underneath the air conditioner and it's
And it's cold. It's cold. Jewellery items. They've got some really nice things in here actually.
That's nice. That Chanel heart.
That little brooch. Yeah. Very nice. And that is 113.
Oh, these are nice as well, those brooches.
How much is the pleaty? The pleaty is 369. This is the pleaty. I actually really like this bag. So 369. Should we talk about how much a Birkin is? A Birkin here is nearly 2 million yen. Don't know how much that is. We'll work it out. But quite interesting.
Nearly 20 grand.
Is it nearly 20 grand?
Yeah, because every 100,000 is 500.
Right.
So, no, it's 10 grand.
10 grand.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Just under 10 grand.
They've got really nice pieces along here. How much is this? This is 329. This little case. How much is this one? 590. That's lovely.
That one's interesting. It's got gold.
It's really nice with the thread around the edge.
How much is that?
765.
Oh, they got the Chanel skateboard. Sophie likes. She nearly bought the skis.
I did want the skis.
But there's a skateboard instead.
And they've got the cushion.
Oh, the cushion, yeah. And all the stuff along here. I haven't filmed. Oh, yeah, I have.
I might come back and look at that bag, you know.
Yes.
Because I do quite like it. So, everyone, that shop that we just saw, they were so nice in there. We said, can we film? And they were like, what do you do? And we told them about YouTube. And they were like, yeah, go for it. And they are called CAMELLIA Vintage. And they're down Cat Street. They had a really good selection. Their prices were really very competitive as well. And in fact, that multicolour Louis Vuitton that you saw, the black version, that was actually about £200 cheaper than when I saw it in Amore. So both shops are really good, but this was particularly good. I am actually going to think about that bag. I keep thinking about it. I don't know. We've only got one day left in Tokyo, so I don't have much longer to think about it. But we are going to carry on. What are we going to do now, David?
Don't know. Just walk around.
We're just going to walk around, I think. Let's go. At our final Preloved shop, and there was an actual queue to get into it. David's in the queue, and I just thought I'd come over and do this talky bit first. But I need to thank Amanda and Helen for this recommendation. It is QOO. It is a very well-known Preloved shop in Tokyo. The queue says it all. I'm not going to film the queue because there's obviously people in it who don't want to be on YouTube. I'm not going to do that to them. But we're going to get in the queue now, and hopefully they'll let us film in there. I've just looked through the window, and they've got a load of stock. It looks juicy. It looks really, really good. Like, we just need to go. It also goes all the way down there. This store is huge, so there's this upstairs bit, and then it goes all the way down. There's like a basement. We're in the queue, by the way. As you can see from we're at the front of the queue now. Okay, so we're in, and they said we can film, which is amazing. And look at what we've got here. There is currently 10% off Chanel and Hermes, and I really love this little pink bowling bag, and it's in such good condition as well. I don't know the price of this because the price is actually on the bag. Some really nice things, and also, you know, these belt bags. I do like a belt bag. They are nice. David, what do you think? Seen anything you like so far?
Everything.
Everything. Everything. Right, let's keep going, guys.
The suitcase is getting very full.
It is. It is. Oh wow. Guys, you have to check this out. Look at this. Look at all of these vintage Chanel earrings. And they're going to be gold plated as well, which just...
Well, there's some prices there.
Those dangly earrings are 198,000. So that will give you like a little bit of an idea. This is 448. And this is what it looks like on the front.
2,200.
That's, yeah, about right. Yeah, I'd say. That's nice. I always like the cambon. I like the selection of different, like, look at that. How cute is this tiny bag? Like, look at that. It's so small.
How much is that?
Little Alma BB.
168.
168. I can tell from David's face he's doing the maths on
I'm
that
not.
one.
I'm too tired now.
Okay.
If you want to do the maths, use XE. It's easy.
That's true.
Download the app.
If it comes in black, I prefer that.
How much is that?
It was 1,500 in the other shop.
You take it down. Or just look at the price of that one.
This one is 980.
Okay, I think you need here. There it is on that side.
This side.
Yeah.
398. How much is that?
So it's the 400,000 halve it. It's 2,000.
It's a lot cheaper in the other store. A lot, by like £500.
148.
148.
I actually don't like that.
You don't like this
No,
bag?
canvas I don't really get.
Fair enough. Everyone's got their thing.
You see a price on there?
And the old oblique. Yeah, the
prices are covered up. I think that's for a reason.
Do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think that reason is?
Again, this whole thing.
Yeah, really good selection. See, like, how much are these? Because we know in that other shop that was about £400.
Okay, have a look. 118.
Which makes it
over 500.
Over 500. I mean, it's in very good, pretty much new condition. But a lot. Is it a lot more? I can't remember how much that other one was. I just remember it was around 400, yeah. Just heading downstairs now to where there is more Chanel. I think Hermes is down here as well, you know. Nice. It's a sharp look. Have a look at what we've got here. There is some real goodness from Chanel here right now. Let's look at how much things are. We've got some white gloves so that we don't damage anything.
It's like you're doing a live.
It is like, I feel like I'm doing a live. Okay, this, how much is this? Because this is very nice. 498,000 yen.
2.5 grand.
2.5 grand. So many classes.
Look at this, Stars and Stripes, Chanel. I've never seen that before.
Oh wow, God, that's rare, isn't it?
That
so
is rare. I'm surprised that's still here.
There's a lot of really... I like this gold one here as well. This gold one's lovely. Camera bag at the back. Much good stuff in here. Look at this.
Yeah,
it's lovely.
Maybe
lovely.
You can find, you know, that necklace
that I wanted.
Yeah,
That's
got
nice.
the jackets in there.
That's really nice.
That is nice, yeah.
It's lovely. Really nice.
How much is that? Everything's 298 in here. 298. Half it. 1,500.
That was QOO. And David and I were both really impressed with it in there. They have so much stock. Prices of Chanel were really good, and actually there's 10% off at the moment on Chanel and Hermes, and it has got me wondering whether I should buy some items, but I'm trying not to now. So yeah, I really would recommend it. There are so many really good vintage shops around Tokyo. It's just incredible. You turn a corner and there's another one. So if you're after something in particular that's really specific, particularly if it's like a unique piece, I think this is the kind of place you're going to find it. Honestly, I really do.
This was the final store that we went to on this particular evening. It's called Amore, and you may have heard of Amore if you're into Preloved and you kind of know a little bit about Tokyo. Amore, they have got like 3 or 4 shops. They've got a lot. This particular one we went into is very Barbie themed. It's like the Barbie dream house. And I think, from memory, the only brand it had in it was Chanel. It focused on that brand. I think there was 2 floors. This is the upstairs bit, and the second we go downstairs. But they had some really exceptional stock, some things that I haven't seen in a long time, some things I've never seen at all. Their prices, Amore's great, they've got a really good selection, but if I were to compare them to some other pre-loved shops in Tokyo, I would say they're a little bit more on the expensive side, but they do tend to have stock that you don't really see elsewhere.
So that really is the last luxury pre-loved shop we're going to go into today. We found another one around the corner from that one. We're going to go in there tomorrow. Not today. We're both just done with shopping. Can you believe that? But anyway, guys, I'm going to let all of you go. Remember, if you've enjoyed this, keep checking back, because this is part of a Tokyo shopping series. So if you want to see everything that you can buy in Tokyo, then keep watching. And also, we are going to be going to Singapore in a couple of days. And after that, there's going to be a Singapore shopping series of vlogs going out as well. So keep watching if you're enjoying all of this, which I hope you are. Keep watching the channel, and hopefully David and I can continue to entertain you. Thank you to all of you. See you in the next video.